Hi. So I probably got back from Russian Lakes about an hour ago, and when I got there, I usually park my bike or hook up my bike to one of the bike stands right next to a company called AJ Cycles. It's the first company that you see when you come in from the lakes to Russian Lakes, the shopping centre. And for a couple of weeks now, I've been feeling like radiation attacks from somewhere. And I wasn't sure where it's coming from, but kind of had like an inkling. And today, when I did it, or when I had the attacks, I had a member of staff come out from AJ Cycles and kind of like give me a little bit of a dirty smile. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went, about my business and popped to a couple of the shops there, and then went back and then received a huge amount of attacks, either from a radiation gun or a laser. I don't know what it was, but it hurt a lot. And then two male members of staff came out from AJ Cycles from around the back and looked at me and was laughing pretty much just after that happened. Yeah, I don't really know what to say or think about that. My worrying concern is that I've been going there and parking my bike right outside where that business is, and they've been attacking me for all that time and I didn't realise. Yeah, it's a bit worrying. I also don't know what their problem is. I've never really had any dealings to do with AJ Cycles, apart from me going in there and getting some bike advice. There was one member of staff that I got to test ride my bike, and they took it round the car park and I think had a look to see if anyone was there, and then they took it around again, and I think they might have done some damage or bent some parts on the bike, which has caused some of the things to come out of alignment. But nothing, I never did anything and nothing happened. I was just like, well, I'm never going to trust you. I didn't trust you anyway. I didn't trust their staff members anyway, because a couple of times that I've been in there, they've got some lads working on the bike out back and they've always really, given me dirty looks and things like that. And I'm just like, well, can't really trust you to do my bike if you're going to have that attitude when a customer comes in. So yeah, I don't really know what that's about, but I just thought maybe I'd do the video, maybe just warn other people. Also as well, they've got a business at Stannick Lakes in front of where families sit down. So if the same staff members are there that are swapping and working at the other branch, then personally, for me, if I had a family or if I was going there, I'd be very careful. So I just thought I'd let people know. I don't really know what I'm going to do about it. There's not really anything I can prove. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've spoken to the police before about radiation attacks and they just ignore me. I've had the police turn up with other people that have had radiation guns or have attacked with radiation, and they've not done anything. They've just let them do it, and they've done it right in front of them. So, with regards to contacting the police, I don't know what they're going to say. I doubt they'll do anything. So I just thought I'd warn people, really. So yeah, it's a shame. I am still, after years and years and years, also getting a massive problem with stores, businesses and supermarkets, anyone really, thinking that I am a thief and that I steal. So some of the rumours that have been made up is that I am connected to gang members or very dangerous people that like stealing. I don't know how they would know this, considering they've never seen them and I've never displayed that behaviour. I don't know how they've managed to make that up and make huge amounts of people believe that, but they have. So I think the rumours is that I rob houses, I steal people's personal belongings, I steal money, I've done fraud. I've never done any of these things. I rob old ladies and of course have them beaten up. I've never done that or been a part of that or known anyone that has done that. I don't know how they've managed to make this up and got people to believe it. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why I'm not trusted anywhere I go. Now, I've never stood outside of anywhere, a shop, anyone's house, anywhere, or even anybody that I know, and gone, do you want to know what? I fancy stealing. I've never had those thoughts. I've never been in a shop or anyone's house and thought, do you want to know what? I'm going to take that. I've never done that. I've never stolen I've never stolen anybody's personal belongings before. Their money, anything, their jewellery, nothing. I've never done that. I tell you what, I will be honest, and I regret it. In one job, I'll tell you where it was at Wagamama's when I was working and I was a waitress. The manager gave me 3 shirts, and the shifts that they were putting me on were all day shifts, so they were all morning shifts and all evening shifts with a 2-hour break in between, and it was like 4 days off, 1 day on. And they expected all of us to come to work in a clean uniform, which is what you would expect somebody who is working in food and to be serving you with food. But it's just like, well, you expect that, but you've only given me 3 shirts, so you expect me to either wear the same one twice, which is not hygienic, or I've got to do a lot of washing, and I wasn't prepared to do that. Out the back there was a locker room, and there were shirts just lying around, and I didn't realise that people used them. I just thought people had just left them there. So I took a couple and washed them and wore them back to work. Now, I didn't realise that they would be missed. And I regret that, but that's the only time I've ever really taken anything, really, and just thought, yeah, I'll have that. That's the only ever time that I've done that. I've never walked into any supermarket and gone, oh yeah, I'm now gonna steal. I've never done that. There was one time where I was in hospital, and they'd kept me in unnecessarily, and I think at one point they were overdosing me. Not that it's any excuse. And I felt trapped. They wouldn't let me leave. They told me that they would section me. They were forcing me to take medication I didn't need, and they diagnosed me with mental illnesses that I didn't have. And I just felt trapped. And I went to the shop and went to pay for my shopping, and was just so depressed and so down, and wasn't in a good place. And after I scanned my shopping, I went to pay for my things, and it didn't go through. And at that point I thought, I just need to get out of here because I feel trapped. So I just walked out. It was like a Mad Millie moment where I just thought, I'm not doing this. And I actually regret that. I feel really bad about doing that. Really bad. I can't believe I did it. I've never, at that point I hadn't done it. Hadn't done that before. But, you know, I don't think that that's stealing mentality. It is stealing, and I do regret it, and I shouldn't have done it. And I, you know, if they ever were to confront me, I would apologise. And if they ever asked me to pay for my shopping, I would. You know, that shop I would. It's only about £7. There's only some cheese and some hummus, salad, all the good stuff, you know, people usually steal. You know, for my first steal, it wasn't that bad. Stealing's not funny, I'm sorry. I laugh at it now, but it's like, I accept that that's not okay, and that's not who I am. But I've never, you know, apart from, you know, occasions like the ones I've mentioned, I've never been a thief like that. So to be watched in every single shop, so basically I go into places like Boots, Superdrug, JD Sports, Sports Direct, all the supermarkets, you know, pretty much in the majority of the camping, hiking shops, I go in there, and because of the rumours that they've heard, I am watched like a hawk, and they make it very, very obvious and make me feel very uncomfortable while they're watching me. And it's just a bit like, But I've never actually taken anything from this store, taken anything out of this store. I've never done that. I've never done that. But still, after years and years and years later, they still believe that I'm going to go into any shop, all the shops, and steal without going up to the counter. That's what they believe, which is a joke, really, because I haven't done anything. There was a time that I was trying drinks and some food products before buying them, because there were things that staff members, or there are things that I believe staff members are doing to certain products, and there have been so many products that I've had to get refunded because of what staff members have done to them. So there was a time where I did that. I don't do that anymore. And yeah, and if there was an issue with it happening, you know, all you had to do was come and just say, you know, can you not do that? But that's pretty much it. Now, I still continue not to steal, and I've never displayed that sort of behaviour. My family, who have also heard these rumours, or the family members that have heard these rumours, test me also, because they believe that I'm a thief. What they do, or what everyone has done that has ever known me, my friends that I've been to school with, all my work colleagues, my ex-partners, anybody that's ever known me, including family members that have heard this crap, they've just believed all this stuff blindly. Well, not blindly, they've just gone and believed all this stuff without actually recognising that I've never been like that. And these are all the people that can sit there and say, well, actually, you know, I've known her for 4 years. She never did that. With everybody that's been in my life, I've never taken anything from any one of them. Nothing. I've had access to bank accounts. Their money has been, you know, their money from their you know, purses have never been touched. I've never looked at that. I've never wanted to. But for some reason, I am not only looked at by them and also tested for being a thief, because they genuinely think that I am going to steal. And I'm just sitting here going, you know, it really does take the mick that the people that have known me for 5 years, 10 years, all of my life, including my family, you've known me for all of my life. How many times have I slept around your house? How many times have we lived together? How many times have I stolen from you? None. But yet you can still sit there and say that I'm somebody that steals, that is a thief, that robs people's houses, which I've never done. Somebody's just made that up. I don't know where they got that from. I'm somebody that does fraud. Well, who? I've never done that. I've never been involved in that. I've never known anyone that has done that, and I do not want to know anyone that has done that, or is involved in that, or wants to do that. I can't. It's unbelievable to me that I've never done any of these things, and I still display that I'm not doing any of these things, other than, you know, very minor things, but not thief mentality, not on the level that you're talking about. I've not done any of these things, but yet you still, the people that believe this crap and keep spreading it around and keep it alive by going, oh, she's, you know, we're gonna set her up and blah blah blah. You still 100% believe that I'm that way, and I'm not. I'm just like, well, what else am I supposed to do? The only thing I can do is vlog about it and maybe get through to people for them to wake up and go, well, actually, she hasn't done anything. And I haven't, and I continue not to do anything. The only times I've ever done anything is for a very special reason, or because I've been stressed or not myself, or just fed up. But I don't like it. I don't want to be that way. I regret it every time, because I'm not like that. But I can't, for some reason, seem to get that through to you. And me not doing any of the things that people have made me out to have done, I can't seem to. Me not doing any of those things is not enough for people to go, well, she's not done any of those things. and I haven't. People are also making up on top of that I'm very good at hiding it. How am I very good at hiding it? How? How can I hide stealing and still continue to steal when I'm watched every waking moment that I'm in anywhere, in anyone's house, in any shop, in any supermarket? Like, I'm watched. All the managers know who I am in every store. The staff members do. And I'm watched on CCTV, I know that. They can't help themselves because they're so fixated on the rumours that they've heard that they believe I'm actually going to take something. That they want to try and catch me out. And I'm just like, well, I've never done that and I'm not going to do it now. It's crazy. I don't really know. But yeah, it's really upsetting that my family test me on that they show huge amounts of people that they believe that I'm a thief, and they believe I've been connected to people that steal, and they show them that they believe that, and then they test me for it when they should be the ones actually sitting there going, well, actually, she's never done that with me, and she's never done that with anybody that we know, and all of our friends and family and work colleagues, you know, and everybody else, you know, should be able to confirm that. But no one does. I just have to sit here and watch people make stuff up about me. It gets spread around, and then I'm on the receiving end of loads of tests and setups. Forever. Because that's what it seems like. It's been 6 years since the gangs have been made up. Over 10 years, I think, since I've been back from Australia, and I've never done any of the things that anyone has said that I've done, but yet they are still 100% believed, even more so today. And I'm sitting here going, but how can you still believe that? Because you've got no evidence for it, and I've not displayed that sort of behaviour. Don't know. These people are nuts, mate. These people are nuts. I know it's not me, because I know that I've done everything that I can to show people. Well, I've not even gone out of my way. I know that I'm doing everything that I should be doing to show people who I am. I've just been myself and I've done nothing. There are a couple of things I've done that I shouldn't have done, that haven't helped my situation, but I still do not display what they're saying about me. It's a joke. Anyway, peace out.